How you doing, everybody? We're here at the S.K. Pierce Mansion. We're about to have the place to ourselves for the night, so we really hope we get a lot of footage here. Hope you guys tune in to watch the video. Again, really cool place. It's supposed to be like the second most haunted place in Massachusetts, so we're really excited about it. Let's see what happens, guys. But what do you guys think for the night?
Should be interesting.
Hoping for some crazy stuff to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna lock John alone in a closet. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So we'll catch you guys later, and please tune in. Thank you.
Were you wicked?
Wicked New England.
I was just gonna say welcome.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Ready? Okay. First, I want to say welcome, Wicked New England, for coming to the S.K. Pierce Mansion. Finally, nice to meet you guys. My name is Marion. I'm the caretaker of the house.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Adam.
Andrew.
I'm John behind the camera.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So my name is Marion. I've been here for 14 years. I'm the caretaker of the house. How about I bring you guys around, show the house, give you a little bit of the history?
Sounds good.
Do you guys want the spooky stuff too, or do you want to catch that on your own?
Absolutely. No, spooky stuff would be great.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
More the merrier.
All right,
For sure.
perfect. We'll start with a little bit of history in here. The house was built in 1875 by Sylvester Knowlton Pierce. If you notice across the street, it's his factory. It's Standard Chair. He actually started working there when he was 14 years old. He worked his way right up to owning it. And actually, when he passed away, he still owned it. But there was a house sitting on this property right here. He had it picked up, rolled down the street, and then he built this house on top of it for his first wife, Susan, the love of his life. Took 2 years to build the house. 2 weeks after it was finished, she passed away. She did not get to enjoy the house. It's horrible. She passed away upstairs in the bedroom, which we'll be going into.
Okay.
They had one son together. They had Frank. He waited the mourning period of about a year, and he met and married his second wife, Ellen, and she was 25 years younger than him, right? And same age as his son Frank, so that didn't go very well with Frank. We'll show you pictures when we go in the other room. And together they had 2 kids. They had Stuart and Edward. Okay, so you have both wives, Mr. Pierce, and all 3 kids in the house. All right, and then the house is 4 floors, 21 rooms, 6,661 square feet. So we got the 666 in there. It is a Freemasons house. They are all Freemasons. A lot of the famous people that came here are also Freemasons, which I'll show you as we're going around. There's 21 rooms, 54 doors, 72 windows. All of the hinges on the doors right here, all those are original. See right there, those beautiful hinges? All that's original to the house, right? As you're going around, the doorknobs are. The floors, as you're going down, you'll see everything is original to the house, except for behind you in the entrance that is not original. We have a flood upstairs and we came down. We're going to a couple floors. But the entrance that you guys came into is actually the servants' entrance. The other entrance is the main entrance. We do not use that. I've been here 14 years and I bet you, I don't know, I've opened that door 5 times just to shut the screen door. We just never use that door. We use the servants' entrance. Each one of these doors here are 200 pounds apiece. They're about 3 inches thick. Yeah, we'll open them up and show you guys. Go ahead.
Crazy.
But yeah, they're very heavy. How thick they are.
Wow.
200 pounds apiece. The same with the ones on the front side of the house. A lot of Freemason symbols. This is the servants' entrance. I mean, it's a beautiful door, right? But
I feel bad for whoever has to wash the windows in this place. As many as there are.
you're looking at her.
Oh,
I
I'm
understand.
sorry.
But I'm just letting you know that we lock the door, okay? Always lock the door when we come in because I'll be upstairs and there'll be people standing here. So, and it is a private home.
Yep.
All right, so let's go this way.
Will be a change of pace from us. A lot of our other places have been outside, and we've run into strange people, and I mean, so yeah, no strangers to that.
Oh, well, it's kind of weird when I come downstairs and there's people standing there, but this is somebody's house. What are you doing?
Yeah, you do.
But anyway, so this is Mr. Pierce's parlor. All right, behind you is a fireplace. There's 4 of them in the house. 3 of them are slate, and 1 of them is marble. The only marble fireplace is in the ladies' parlor, which she built for her, so she got the best fireplace. Wallpaper is not original to the house, but it's fuzzy. Everybody likes to feel it.
Yeah,
I just did a tour before you guys came, and they're all feeling the wallpaper. All right, we did have some famous people come here. They're all Freemasons. We had Calvin Coolidge. When he was a senator, he used to come here all the time. Betty Davis, the actress, she went to Cushing Academy over here in Ashburnham, and she was born in Lowell, so she used to come here. She's also one of the Eastern Stars, which is the female version of a Freemason. P.T. Barnum, Bailey used to come in here all the time. And right behind you over here is the Fiji Mermaid. That is from the Gardner Bailey Circus. There's 3 of them in the world, and that is actually one of them. The owners of the house right now, Rob and Allison Conti, that is actually theirs. When they came and looked at the house when they bought it, they found out that Bailey used to come here, and that was in their kitchen for 10 years. They raised their children with that. They're into the creepy stuff, which is kind of cool.
Nice collection of dolls too, yeah.
Well, that was mine.
Positioned around the
That
house.
was mine. Do you guys know Mary Jo? No? She makes haunted dolls. She makes
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's
Looks
mine.
really cool.
Yeah, I like her. Her name is Victoria after the Victorian, and Ellen after the second wife. But yeah, and other people that came. Norman Rockwell, the painter. They said that he used to paint here on the 3rd floor. I'm not sure about that, but everybody keeps telling me that. And there are his paintings are around Gardner, hanging in billiards halls. Speaking of billiards, Minnesota Fats, the pool shark. He did come here. There was facts that he played upstairs on the 3rd floor, and his pictures are all around Gardner and the billiards halls. Plus all the ghost hunters, Jason and Grant, and all of them have been here, as you know. Let's start off with a little bit of spooky stuff right now. Sound good? The previous owners, Ed and Lil, they bought the house in 2008, moved in 2009, and were scared out by 2011. They bought it because they love Victorians. They were from Boston. They wanted to live here. This was their dream home. Ended up being a nightmare for them. One morning she was sleeping. Well, if you know them, like I do, they sleep until 1 o'clock. They do not get up before that, whatever. Something woke her up at 6 o'clock in the morning, told her to get out of bed, go down, get dressed, go downstairs and start digging. So that's what she did. She got up, got dressed, went downstairs, started digging. Edwin wakes up, 1 o'clock, he's looking for her, can't find her, goes to work. He works from home for Blue Cross Blue Shield. Above the kitchen is the nursery, that was his office. He starts working, about an hour later, he looks outside, he's like, oh my God, the car's here, so she must be here somewhere. He walked around the house again, goes in the basement, and she's filthy, dirty, black. She was digging in the kiln, and when she was digging in the kiln, she found this bone right here. See it? She found this bone right here. She actually brought it to Edwin, and she said, hon, look what I found. He's like, where did you find that? And she said, I found it in the basement in the kiln. A few days later, he was going to Hayward Hospital for his physical, and he brought it with him. And he showed his doctor, and the doctor brought it to a couple of his colleagues, and they all did agree that it is a pelvic bone to about a 16-year-old. So that was
trying to hide something.
Someone was trying to hide. And as we go through the house, I'll fill you in some more, okay? So yeah, so that's, we don't have it anymore. Cops came and took it the next day. They did a full investigation, you know, but Gardner police have it. But they didn't know that we found another bone downstairs until last year when they were putting rate. I had that one for a little while, but I had to give it up. Yeah, but yeah, the owner has that one now, and the Gardner Police Department want it. They can go after him for it. But anyway, all right, this is the lady. I want you guys to remember this lady right here. This is Bridget. She floats around the house. She has been seen many, many times on every floor. She's been seen more on the 3rd floor, but we have seen her in the basement, and this one here was seen in the master bedroom right above us. Edwin saw this and he drew it. Okay, so that's Bridget. All right, let's go this way. Okay, that was actually the men's parlor. This is the ladies' parlor. This is her parlor. Oh, dropped some paper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Pierce is right here on the mantle, and that's his second wife, Ellen. You can see this 25-year age difference going on there.
She did all right for herself.
Right? She's stunning. This is their first child together. This is Stuart right here. Good, handsome man. But this is the ladies' parlor. I told you there's the marble fireplace. Right? But this was actually used for the rest home, the funeral home, whatever. They waked everybody in this room. The casket will be set out right here. Everybody will come in to pay their respects in this room. But right now it's our artifacts room. This is stuff that we found in the walls and the floors, under the stairs, all kinds of stuff like that. We found a woman's scarf right there in the nanny's room. That child's shirt right there was found by the kitchen sink. Stuff over here was found under places. So yeah, go check it out later on. Some of the chairs that you're going to see in the house were made in the factory. Right behind you is an office chair. We don't have any original furniture in here, just stuff that was made across the street in the factory.
Okay.
These right here are the spirits that we, with our cell phones. This is what we caught with our cell phones. That's why I say take lots of pictures, okay? This is my friend Mark Avila. He was actually doing a selfie in that room right there, and they cut this thing right here. Don't know what it is. It's probably about 6 or 7 years ago. Covered up, right? Weird. And then we have this picture right down here. My friend Tina took it at noontime. See this right here? See the child?
Oh, yeah.
There's his face. He's actually kind of looking towards me. His body and his leg. Yeah, he's like at the second floor landing. Over here we have Rachel and Gordon. Rachel was Edward Pierce's 2-year-old daughter. She passed away from the Spanish flu. And Gordon is the little boy that drowned in the pond down the street. So they're in the house too. Excuse me, that man right there is Kenny. And his wife is behind him. They're actually redoing the bathroom that you guys were just in over here. He did most of the renovations in the house, and then she said, let's take a selfie, Ken. So they took a selfie. You see this right here? We blew it up, and look at it. It's Rachel. So while you guys were in the bathroom, she was watching me pee. Just warning for you, okay?
Okay.
Usually I like a little bit more privacy.
Well, sorry. I like not telling
It's
you
the buddy
guys that.
system.
Exactly. These are the spirits that we do communicate in the house with, okay? I will give you a list of them as you're going around. I'll just take it back, but these are everybody that we've communicated with in the house. Kenny, when he was leaving one day, was over at the main entrance right there, and he's like, I'm leaving. If you want to be in a picture, this is your chance. So we took a picture, and you got 3 spirits. Little girl right here, black hair. See her right here? Her arm is actually in motion. She's running around the post. Right here is a man. Here's his head.
Oh, I see.
He's got eyes, mustache, shoulders. And then Mr. Pierce is right here. This is beard, his shirt, his head.
Yeah, I can
That's
see it.
crazy, right? Right? That's with our cell phones too, guys. So walk around, take pictures with your cell phone. And I'll show you some pictures later on with my phone as we're going around the tour. It's crazy. All right, let's go this way.
A beautiful building. I will say that. Thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna go with your stuff this one. But that's the dining room. You guys are in there. Let's hit the basement.
Okay.
It's cold, you guys.
We're all warmed up.
We've got
you guys
taking
look down
pictures.
here.
And we head to the basement. Beautiful home. I will say that.
All
Oh
right.
boy. Looks kind of like the stairway from The Conjuring.
It's cold.
Yeah, for those of you watching at home, it is a bit chilly. So let's see.
Okay, this is actually the kiln. This is the summer kitchen, or this is where she found the bones. She was digging in here, and this is where she found the bones. This is called a kiln. You would start a fire in here, then you put like a metal pan here. You can actually see where it's wearing out right here, and you fill it with water. Right here, there used to be 3 soap sinks. We took them out so that we could put the French drains in, so we didn't have any water down here. But you would fill the pan up with water, do dishes, cook, whatever you would do with that. But yeah, so this is where she found the human bone. When we opened up legally, I'll say legally, in 2022, but with the town, we had to close the basement down for a week, so they put the French drains in. And our neighbor, who sits over here all the time having a cigarette, I had to come every day. I had to come here 7:30 in the morning, let the people in for the French drains, come back at 3 and let them out. Monday through Friday. On that Friday, I'm leaving, and Doreen says, Marion, come here, I gotta show you something. What is it? She goes, 5 minutes before you went in there. 5 minutes. And she freaking knows I hate coming down here by myself. She goes, I got this picture in this window right here. She got the lady in white.
Oh,
See her, look at the medallion, how high it is, and you can see she's levitating.
Holy mackerel.
That's Bridget. So she is down here, okay? So you want to talk to her. All right. Also down here, let's see, in November of 2022 when we opened, a couple months later, we had the previous owners back. We asked them to come back, do a tour. It went great. They did great. There was like 30 people in the tour. They're getting ready to leave, and some lady says to me, can I actually go down in the basement and take some pictures? It was too crowded and I didn't get any. I'm like, sure, yeah, go ahead. You have until the 30th person walks out the door. She came down here, not even 2 or 3 minutes, she leaves. 9 o'clock, I'm doing an investigation with the team. My phone rings and it's the owner. Marion, how many short people were in the tour? I said, I think I was the shortest out of everybody. And he's like, well, this isn't, you don't know who this is? That lady that took pictures was standing in that room right there, and he was standing right here. We got this guy.
And we don't know who that is.
That's Stanley.
That's
That
Stanley.
is Stanley, okay? He's here. He was conjured. Somebody conjured him. Somebody brought a Ouija board in. We don't allow Ouija boards.
We didn't bring one.
Good.
I remember
We've
the
got our,
conversation.
yeah. We've
Yeah.
also got our own beliefs and Ouija boards.
And I understand that, but this is
hesitating on
the
that,
owner,
so.
but this woman
No,
that
that's
brought the
fine.
Ouija board in is from Hollywood, California. And
Oh.
I signed her waiver, she signed my waiver, but yeah, when it aired, I don't watch myself on anything, but my family watched it, and they were like, yo, you allow Ouija boards? I'm like, no. So she brought it in, she used it in this room, and she used it in the far room over there where I'll show you. So now we have Stanley, one of our friends that's a psychics. We were here for a birthday party, we're all in the kitchen, there was 14 of us, and she literally says, open up the cellar door, somebody wants to come upstairs. And I'm like, oh, we're all here. She goes, I'm telling you, there's a man on the stairs, his name is Stanley, and he wants to come up. I'm like, don't open that door. We pulled up the picture, we pulled up the branch, yeah, he says his name is Stanley, and he's a tunnel worker. And somebody conjured him up, and he doesn't want to be here. He's still here, we do have a tunnel. We have a
Okay.
tunnel in the house, it's caved in, but
I was going to ask you about that because I did read that there was a tunnel to the old factory. I
yeah,
guess.
there is, it's over on that side, which I'll
Okay.
show you guys, does that sound good?
Cool. Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's get this right. Oh gosh, it's going down there, huh?
Mhm.
Sorry, I had to see that down.
Stanley.
I'm not doing the solo down
Okay, this
here.
is actually a water cistern. There's one on the third floor, and then there's this one. The one on the third floor, when that's full, they turn some bolts, comes down and fills this one up. That's how we had running water. This one holds 2,500 gallons of water. The one upstairs holds 750. This is actually the dumbwaiter. Starts here, it goes up to the pantry, and then it goes up to the nanny's room. Okay, shut.
Now I'm getting a little twisted. Upstairs would be the kitchen,
Above us is the two pantries.
2 pantries.
Above this room right here is where you're set up.
All right,
Okay. And then the kitchen's over here.
gotcha.
That's where Stanley was standing. She's like, let him in. Oh. This is actually David's room. David is the gardener. He lived down here. He's the one that took care of all the animals and stuff and the farm. We're missing one of you guys. There he is. But this is where he lived. He actually, there used to be a huge heater right there, a big furnace. It was round. It was humongous. He would shovel coal in it. But this was his room. He probably had the warmest room in the house being down here, right? We had a team down here, oh my gosh, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. They were late getting here, no pun intended, but they were an hour and a half late. And I gave the tour like I'm giving you guys. About 8:30, I said, okay, you guys have the house to yourself. They went to leave. 15 minutes later, they came down and said, I'm all done. So I'm not giving you your money back. And they're like, nope,
Right, yeah.
nope, they packed up. They left. I packed up the house. I'm sitting outside and my phone bings. That team got this person, see how high these pipes are? And how right over here, they got this person right here.
Jesus.
The creepy as all heck. You see? He's actually
Wow.
reaching. He's like, so
Wow.
he's standing in front of this window and he's almost as tall as the pipes. So this is David, okay? You remember that one now? Bridget, Stanley, David.
Bridget, Stanley,
All right.
David.
Over here is where the tunnel is. It's in here.
If we forget names, call us out.
Above us that we don't use, and underneath the stairs, not the stairs, the platform, is where the tunnel is behind here. And like I said, it's all caved in because somebody wanted town sewer and water. So, yeah, but eventually he's going to put a piece of plexiglass here with a light behind it so you guys can see where the tunnel is. Yeah, it only goes from like 6 feet and then it's caved in. Yeah. All right. Camera?
I know.
Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you something that happened last May. I had a group come in, just 2 of them, husband and wife. They gave me the SLS camera. They were on the other side of the basement. Walk around there and see what you can get. I'm like, all right. So I'm walking around. I'm standing right here. And on that wall up there, I saw a figure. I'm like, oh, there's something here. And they're like, keep filming. I'm like, all right. So I filmed. It fell to the table. And then all of a sudden, there's another figure up there. I'm like, oh, there's 2. And the figure on the bottom reached up to the one on the top, pulled it down on top of him, and I was filming ghost porn. There was freaking ghost porn going on over on that.
Cool.
I'm like, holy crap. And they come running in, they're like, don't, keep filming.
found a new fetish.
I'm telling you, it's like freaking freaked me out. I felt like I was intruding on these poor people. But yeah, on the table was ghost porn.
Oh, all
Here they
right.
come. Here they go. All right, so let's go this way. So I don't know, maybe you can get something over there.
Alrighty then.
I showed you Stanley. She was standing like right there, and she took the picture right here. So he was like standing right there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, it's warm. Yeah, ghost porn.
It's pretty interesting. New fetish.
Can you shut the door, please, to keep the cold air down? Thank
No
you.
problem. Beautiful architecture.
Oh,
It's
these are
rough.
my kind of stairs.
Beautiful.
Walk
I was
up
here.
them without hurting my knees. Those stairs are gonna stink.
There's a cat hole.
Why, because they're wider?
It's a cat ball.
No, the stairs going
No, right
up.
here. Oh, somebody forgot their cat ball.
Are we allowed to? Like, I know it says no ghost equipment, so I just.
Yeah.
Cat balls, like, but they're just.
Somebody left it downstairs and I gave it to my tour.
Oh, okay.
Let me catch
Oh.
my breath for a second.
We have some of those
Yeah.
kind of stick.
It's all good going up flights of steps
You're not
like
the only
that.
one.
There's six sets of stairs here.
All right.
Gotta go up.
So this is the red room.
This is the red room. This is Susan and Ellen's room. Okay. This is when Susan passed away 2 weeks after the house was finished. And then he married a second wife and he put her in here. His room is across the way over there. They did not share a room. Notice there's no heat in here. So he has the fireplace. If they got cold, it was, come on over. That's the way it was until later on when they put the vents in down here. Okay? But this is also the room that Mimi and Ken did the renovations. This is what they stayed in. The two of them are paramedics. They live in Beverly, Mass, and she's one of the witches of Salem. They would work their 24-hour shift and come here and work 24 hours for 4 years, back and forth. And this is the room that they slept in. First couple times they slept in here, the doors are slamming shut, the doors are rattling, equipment's going off, the fan behind you kept turning on and off, and that switch is hard. They were laying in bed and something literally climbed into bed with them, and they thought it was like a child because it wasn't not a lot of pressure. Oh, ambulance?
outside.
Okay,
Sorry.
wait, what's that?
See the
It's
fire-
like a moaning.
Yeah.
That's the siren outside.
Okay, all right, so actually something climbed into bed with them, that was okay. Until a few months later, Kenny had to come by himself because Mimi picked up a double on the ambulance. He works upstairs, he comes down here, he's sleeping, just falling asleep. Something pushes down on the other side of that bed all the way. He opens his eyes, he's like, what the heck now? Somebody climbed into bed with him, and he swears to God, whomever it was started spooning with him, and he liked it. I looked at him, I'm like,
I'm not getting into that.
take shoes off. But Mimi and I were like, you're gonna be kidding me. He goes, I swear to God, God is my witness. Something climbed into bed and started spooning with me. I believe him. Kenny has since passed away. He passed away in September of 2022, September 22nd. We opened the house on the 15th, so he didn't even get to see the house done. All of his work for 4 years, he didn't get to enjoy it. But he is in the house because we have some of his ashes in the house, stuck in the fireplace. So, talk to Kenny too because he's here. Over here is a water closet. Back in the day, if you were anybody, you had a sink in your room. Okay, our camera's in there too, so.
Is that a closet there?
This is a closet. Christmas tree.
Oh, okay.
Christmas tree up in there.
The red room.
Photo as you walk. Go.
As you walk around tonight, if you look above, there's name placards to the doors on this floor, okay? So you know which room you're going into. That's Ellen's.
There's some placards and names.
Yeah, this is Maggie Plumbo's. This is the nanny's room. It's not as pretty, it's not as grand, but it's still a nice room. For a servant, she had her own room, right? Over here is her built-in bureau. This is original to the house. She does have a built-in bureau. Behind us,
Brown memories, John.
you have
Yes,
a
it
built-in
does.
bureau?
So my grandma's house before she passed, actually had built-in bureaus in her house. The house was built in 1800,
See?
and that was one of my first experiences, if you will.
So we need to stick you in here tonight.
So,
Funny enough,
Yes.
this is the location
That's the
chosen
plan.
for John's solo part of the
Well, I'm
investigation.
not even done talking about this room yet, so this will be fun. All right, so like I said, this is the built-in bureau. Below us is the dining room where you guys are gonna be.
Yep.
Is the fireplace. She had heated clothing. When that fireplace was lit, that woman had heated clothing, the nanny. That's nice,
Keep
right?
your underwear in there.
His wife didn't have heated clothing, but she had heated clothing. And behind you on the wall, see that tube sticking out?
Yep.
That's called a speaking tube. There's one in the kitchen that goes to Mr. Pierce's bedroom, and then that one goes to Mr. Pierce's bedroom. Why is it going to Mr. Pierce's bedroom instead of the mom's room? Why does she have heated clothing? And not the wife. That's
You
kind of
can
like
kind of speculate a little
Yeah.
bit.
a little bit. All right, this is actually the dumbwaiter. It's now a closet. The fire department made us shut it up because if there's ever a
Regulations,
fire. Yeah. But there's a story about this, when it was the dumbwaiter, when it was 80s and 90s, the house was empty. Because Jane Semmerman didn't want it. She wanted to stay in Florida. So it was empty for 20 years and the neighborhood kids were coming and breaking in. And there was a time that a little boy was in here hiding when it was the dumbwaiter. And he heard the little girl, that's it, 7, 8, 9, 10, here I come. And he opens the door, he sees her run by and go to the 3rd floor. And he's in here and he's like, I got a good spot. Whatever was in there with him yelled in his ear, get out, and pushed him out the closet door. He went downstairs into the basement, climbed out the window, and went home. He's 3 houses down on the left. He was 8 years old. That was my nephew, Trevor. My nephew, Trevor, at the time, I didn't know this, was breaking into neighborhood house with all of his friends. Yeah, breaking in here. After I started working here 14 years ago, I asked him, Trevor, everybody wants to meet you. Come tell your story. He goes, hell no. I will never step foot in that house again. He went to Iraq and back, was shot in Iraq, and he still would not come into this house. It scared him that much.
That's what scares you.
So,
Yeah.
you, when young man, please go in here tonight.
I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have to, right?
Absolutely, you're gonna have
Yep,
to.
yeah, for
See
sure.
where your feet are? See these 2 bolts right here? These right here? Remember I showed you the cistern down in the basement?
Yeah.
When the one on the 3rd floor is full, the butler will come running in, turn those, and it will drain to the house and he had running water. Alright?
Alright.
Let's go this way. Watch your step. Okay, this is the nanny, not the nanny, I'm sorry, this is the nursery. There's a sink over here, because if you're a baby, babies are messy, as we all know. And if you're important, you had a sink in your room. But when Eddie Rowe owned the house, this was his office. He worked for Blue Cross and Blue Shield, this was his office. They had 2 little white dogs, Casper and Wendy. He was in here working one day, and the dogs were over here in the Maddie's room, and they're on their bellies. On their backs. And he's literally looking at them, and he can see their skin moving. Something was rubbing their bellies. And he's like, oh, that's kind of cool. A couple months later, he's in here working away, and an apparition of a man came up out of the floor, looked right at Edwin, and then dropped back down into the floor. And Edwin's like, that's not cool. He goes downstairs to tell Lillian. She doesn't believe him. She told him to go across the street to the pizza place. A friend of theirs owned it at the time. Go get our dinner. Chris has it ready. Goes over there. He's talking to Chris. He says to Chris, you're not going to believe what just happened to me. I'm working. An apparition of a man came up out of the floor. Scraggly hair, white shirt, blue overalls. And Chris says, you kidding me? Half hour ago, a guy had a heart attack in my pizza place. Scraggly hair, white shirt, blue overalls. He died over there, came up over here. The next day, this is what Edwin drew, what he saw come up out of the floor. He brought it over to Chris and he said, that's the man that died in my pizza place. Don't know who it is, haven't seen him again since, but yeah. He's kind of creepy looking though.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And this was the nursery. Why?
If you popped up behind me, I'd be freaked out.
I'd be freaked out too. I'd be freaked out too. This goes downstairs if you need it, servants. These bathrooms do work. This one works. Here. This is Mr. Pierce's bedroom. He had the biggest room, of course, right? And of course he had the fireplace, so he had heat. There's the speaking tubes right behind you. One goes to the kitchen and one goes down into the Maddie's room. try and use them. So don't put your mouth on there, because I don't know who else put their mouth on there.
Yeah.
But somebody go into Maddie's room. Maybe one of you guys will he's in there alone. So you know, and woo. Yeah, but they do work.
Okay.
All right, so this is actually
Yeah.
this is the master bedroom. This is the room that Ed and the previous owners. This is where they got scared out of their house. This was it. They had enough. There was one time, oh my God, she had a possession. Something literally took over at Lillian. I am knocking on the doors. I'm calling her. This is 2011. I'm calling. I'm trying to get a hold of both of them. After 4 days, she finally answers the door that you guys all came in. And I see her. I'm like, holy crap, where have you been? And she's like, Marion. I'm like, Lillian, we have a tour tomorrow. What is going on? And I said, where's Edwin? I need to talk to Edwin. The staircase downstairs, the servant staircase, she gets on the stairs. She goes 2 steps. She was like going through quicksand. She couldn't get up the stairs. And she's yelling for Edwin, who was in his office. I need you, I need you. He doesn't come down, of course. Now I know something's wrong. I open the door, I put my arms around her, I pulled her outside, and I brought her over to where we're all parked over here. As soon as we got over there away from the house, whatever was holding her, let go of her, released her, and she literally looked at me and said, when did you get here? I'm like, about 10, what's going on? And then I hear banging, and I looked up in the nursery window, there's Edwin, banging on the window, saying, when did you get here? Hi. 10 minutes later, he comes downstairs, all in jogging outfit. He says, I'm going for a run. What the frick, are you going for a run? Yeah, I'm leaving. And he left, he went for a run. He left me here with Lillian. We're sitting on the stairs outside where we came in, and we're talking, and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work. We own a business in town, and I said, I gotta go. She's begging me not to leave. I said, I'm sorry, and I left her. She came in, she lay down in bed to take a nap. He comes home an hour later. He goes back to work, and then he hears her in here screaming at the top of her lungs, get her off me, get her off me. He comes running in. She's in bed, and he said something was literally like pushing her into the bed. And he went to grab her. He said he couldn't pick her up. She was like 500 pounds, but she's a small woman. He had to literally take the blankets and pull her off the bed, get her off the bed. When she landed on the floor, she said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. He said, we're out of here. We're leaving tomorrow. They went to bed that night. Wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning to a woman crying. And he reaches over to Lil, and she's sleeping, and he opens his eyes, and in front of that window right there is a lady in white floating. She's got her hands over her face. She's crying. Her nightgown is all ripped open in the back. And he reaches over to Lil and goes, let's go. We're out of here. They went to the U-Haul truck, put their bedroom set, the twin beds that were in the other room, the living room set that was downstairs, and they called me at 11 o'clock and they said, get up here, I need you. I came up, I'm like, what's going on? In this U-Haul truck. I'm like, where are you going? Like, we can't do it anymore. They handed me the key to the house and said, take care of my house. I only knew them for 5 months. I met them May 1st, and this was November. I said, all right, when are you coming back? They didn't know. They were gone for 4 years. 4 years I was taking care of the house. I was sneaking in tours, sneaking in investigations, because they still had to pay their homeowners insurance. They still had to pay the mortgage and stuff. But they left here and they went to Brockton, Mass. I don't know if you guys said Boston.
Mm-hmm.
They left this house, everything in it except for what they took, and they went to her sister's basement. And a room probably half this size over here, with their 2 dogs, their bed, and then 4 years later they called me and they said, I mean, we talked a lot before that, but
Sure.
Can you put the house on the market for me? Like, okay. So I called my friend Brenda, and she came up and she put it on the market. It sold within a month. But they just were scared out of the home. So it's pretty frightening. All right.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Furniture layout just seems a little weird.
This is how it was. We did it like
I
this
almost
'cause
feel like the bed belongs on
it
this
was
wall.
over there, but it's so
Okay.
goddamn cold in here. I'm blocking the window.
Ah,
I got all the
alright.
shades shut outside. It's $2,000 a month to heat this place.
No, I can imagine.
So where all the beds you're gonna notice are against the windows just for the heat. But
Gotcha.
I'll move it out, yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
asking.
No. There is actually another story I'll tell you about in here. There was, let me think about this. Lillian was down in the basement. She was cutting wood with a hatchet. They were gonna have a bonfire over here where we're parked. She brings the wood out, comes back in, her hatchet's missing. She's like, what the frig? So she comes up and starts yelling at Edwin. He goes, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't know what you're talking about. 1 year later, she's in here making the bed. She's pulling the sheets up. She looks over here, and right on the floor, in the middle of the floor, the hatch is standing on its head. After a year, I'm like, holy crap.
Can I
That's
ask
kinda
a question too? Do you guys kind of smell like
Smoke?
cigar smoke?
Yeah.
Almost.
No. Yeah.
Because as we're walking through, it seems like we're going into a room. Then a couple minutes later, I just start
It's
smelling.
probably Mr. Pierce. If it's cigar smoke, he smokes cigars and pipes. But the next room we're going into was a cigarette smoker.
Oh, okay.
Fire.
Yes.
I have been smelling some cigar smoke as we've been going
I know
through,
that
but
from a lot of, when you come in here, everybody will know that. As soon as you come in the door, Mr. Pierce is like hovering over you. He's like watching you, walking around you.
It's his house.
It is
his house.
Exactly, it's his house, yeah. So, understand, I mean,
oh, bird.
Yeah, it's almost like we're walking into a room, then a couple minutes later, I'm smelling cigars.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Enjoy
Are
it.
you allowed to turn off the
It's your
lights?
house.
Oh, yeah. I'm just turning it on so we can see.
No, I get you.
No.
Just making sure.
Oh, please do, yeah. So this is actually room 6, April 9th, 1963. Eno Sari passed away in this room. Eno Sari burnt to death in this room. Eno was a army vet. He was from Finland. He liked to smoke. He liked to drink. When he was in World War II, he actually had gunfire or whatever. He had a plate in his head. Came home from the war. He was never the same. But for your help, he likes the Cubs, the Chicago Cubs. He loves cars. He worked on cars. He was a mechanic. So you want to talk to him about that. Over here is everybody's bringing him his stash. So you can use this as trigger objects if you want. A bunch of booze from people. There's cigarettes over here. People run an electric cigarette so it doesn't burn to death over and over and over again in the afterlife. Yeah, so feel free to use all that. All right, that's a piece of wood that the roofers found right outside up here. So that shows that the fire was on this side of the house. All right, and there's a sink over here because when the babies left the nursery, this was the children's room. So that's why there's a sink over here. All right, let's go to the third floor.
What's this other room over here?
That was his office. Now it's just full of t-shirts and stuff. So it's a merchandise room.
Gotcha.
We'll buy
I don't want to
some.
say that was just his office, but it was his office. Before we go upstairs, let me tell you
You're
something.
not funny.
Huh?
That's where you're going.
You're
You're going up
not
to the
funny.
top where the construction workers are first.
Yeah.
That's his designated spot.
The tower or?
We like
That's right.
pressuring him. We're sticking him up there.
I have the red. That's right.
It is, because it's the servant's room.
Okay.
Yep, this is the servant's floor, actually. But this is the servant's room. He had 22 servants at a time working for him. Not all at once, not all. But he did have, we know David's in the basement. We know that Maddie's downstairs. This is where most of the servants were. We know Susan and Sarah are in this room right here, room 8. The next room is William's room. That was Mr. Pierce's right-hand man. And then a lot of them were in here with probably cots or something. This is the water cistern right here. Okay, it's all original and it's still hanging there from the 1800s. It's all original ropes, chains, still levitating there.
That's wild.
Right? When Mr. Pierce built the house, up in the attic are water troughs, and he had pipes going out the roof with funnels, and when it rained, the rain went in the pipes, went down water troughs, and filled this up with water. Turn the bolts, and go downstairs. We did hear this. I don't know if it's true, but a lot of people keep coming in here saying somebody drowned in that. Check it out.
I think I read that.
Yeah,
It was like unsubstantiated.
yeah,
Could have been,
but everybody keeps coming up with it. Oh, I don't know, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Maybe we'll get something tonight.
I hope so. I hope you guys get something. All right, let's go over here. This is room 8. This is Susan and Sarah's room. Susan and Sarah were 16 years old. They were the head servants of the house. Susan ended up pregnant by somebody of stature in the house, and then she disappeared. She's gone. What do we find in the basement? Bones. Yeah. But she got pregnant by somebody of stature in the house, and yeah. I had somebody here a couple weeks ago. I don't remember his name. He's an automatic writer. He's from Vermont. And he picked up on a lot of stuff too that kind of creeps me out I didn't know about. He said whoever got her pregnant aborted the baby and they got rid of her downstairs. Oh, okay. Let's talk about that to Susan and Sarah in here, okay? It's kind of creepy. It's very dark. The washroom is coming now. Somebody's got to be in here. Yes.
Is that the closet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
so
the
this
closet?
is where I need to be then, not the
Yeah,
room.
that's not a very
This
good
is the
closet.
closet.
Yeah, just maybe a month ago, one of my tour guides had a group in here and two of the kids were like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. And they were out in the hallway, the kids were in here. And right here on the shelf, see the checkerboard box right there? The kids were in here, the two kids were in here, that box lifted up off the shelf and then dropped back down. That kid came out of here crying. He was scared to death. So I would say that's poltergeist, wouldn't you? So we have a camera over there trying to catch it. We haven't caught it yet, but.
Well, I'll be in here alone.
So this is the reading rooms, okay? But this is the billiards room, this is where he had his pool table. That picture right there is the original pool table right here. All right, I did buy checkers and stuff until somebody's been playing. Play a game. I brought cards. Play cards with them. I'm sure that's what this was used for also.
I pity whoever had to bring that table up these stairs when I was new.
And
I
no,
do too.
it's my girlfriend's table.
No, the pool table.
Oh, that, crazy,
Yeah.
right?
3
It was,
flights, that's, oof.
I'm
When it
trying to
was,
wonder how
when it
you
was
got
taken on the
those
auction, it was a $300,000 table.
I was,
They stole it.
yeah, definitely.
They stole it. Probably the legs came off. I don't even know.
They even
But
sell
Well,
us.
I'm just
they
saying,
could have
the
came
table,
with a
no, wait,
window.
the
How did they get the
tabletop
cistern in?
itself.
How did they get the safe in? You know? Yeah. So that's his table.
What's this book?
Just books that we just bring around. We move them around the house, and hopefully one day we'll
Gotcha.
come up here and be open. Like the checkers, I'm waiting for them to be open. All
Next
right, so
room.
yeah, so this room is the, where they had the Freemasons meetings. This is the room, had the pool table, all those famous people came in, and then, okay.
Ah.
The next room is actually Mr. Pierce's right-hand man, William. So he got everything and anything. Everything and anything Mr. Pierce needed, William got. Clothes, food, women, whatever. William was in charge of getting it from Mr. Pierce. I like this room. It's a corner room. I feel comfortable in this room. I've never had anything, yeah. So, one more room, upstairs. One more flight of stairs, sorry. You guys have a flashlight on?
We got flashlights galore.
All
Flashlight?
right, this is the tower. I'm not coming up, so
Yeah.
there's no railing.
Nope.
I don't mind, just go ahead up. I can stay up here.
See, buddy.
Yeah,
Beautiful view.
definitely a narrow staircase.
At least you got a chair.
Down though.
Hey, you get a chair. That's more than we expected to have.
Wow, this really is a spectacular view.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit right there. I will not move. I swear to God, I will
I
slide.
think you need to sit on the edge of the steps.
I will slide on my butt down the stairs. That's what I'm going to do. I ain't getting shoved.
I'd say probably stick in that corner.
Well, they're beeping at you guys.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I think they are. They probably saw you guys looking out the window.
How's up?
So, local PD does not like anybody up here?
What?
PD doesn't like anybody up here.
Oh, hi. Just saying hi. I just asked that, like, if you're not using this room, we'll just keep the door shut, because it's freaking cold up there.
It
I don't
is.
have heat on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah. Just,
Interesting.
there you go.
It's
And then go up there.
so make sure you shut the door
Sorry?
before you.
Okay.
This way you're not letting all the heat out.
Yeah, just.
This is gonna be the last place we go anyway, so.
Well, I thought he was going to be by himself up there.
Yes, we're gonna do all the solos last.
Oh, all right.
As a group, we'll do everything we're gonna do, and
Yep.
then lastly, everybody will do their solo spot to kind of close the night, so. You know,
Let's just.
Well, probably best
Yeah,
bet
the
is-
lights did just flicker. I
Best
saw
bet is to
that.
have one of us like
I did just see
here
that.
from the door.
it's not gonna happen.
What'd you guys
How we're
see?
gonna end up.
The lights just flickered.
I'll all be in our spots and sit down. The point is, we're gonna be away from each
That's
other.
where Christmas threw up too.
Oh, cool.
Be careful what closet you open.
That was the closet I was in.
Yeah, that's the one you wanna be in, that's the one yeah, when people
Wanna
film
be
with me,
in,
like when the Travel Channel was here a couple years ago, they used me as bait. So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Estes method and the red.
Yeah, that's fun,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do my solo in here though.
Have fun. Have fun. All right. This bathroom right here works if you need it. Just to let you know, somebody committed suicide in the tub.
Oh,
So slit her wrists. So
Okay.
somebody who was talking about somebody being thrown out the window or thrown.
Push down the stairs.
I believe it was pushed
Oh,
down
right
the
here.
stairs with the stores.
No, it's right here. I was here that night.
Oh, really?
There was actually
I
a,
thought it was upstairs.
I thought it was up
I thought it
those.
was those stairs. The painters or someone.
well, that would be true. I don't know anything about that, but I do know for a fact, before this room was big, long room, used to be a wall right here. I had a well, I didn't have it, but there was a cameraman and an investigator going in that one, cameraman and an investigator going in here. The ones on that side were bullying, not being very kind, and the poor cameraman walking by here got lifted up and thrown down the stairs.
Oh, okay. The one I was thinking
Oh,
about was
steep
construction
drop.
workers up at the top. But I didn't read about that one. Okay.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
So
poor
that
guy,
one we gotta
innocent,
check out.
innocent. And I talked to him sometimes, and he gave up ghost hunting out. He gave up all paranormal. He moved out of state. It was enough to scare the shit out of him.
wow.
Sure, what
All you.
That's all you, bud. You're getting thrown down the stairs.
Remember?
No, but it's so
All right, I'll probably be getting clawed in the closet. Too.
Probably will be. We've had people get scratched in there, somebody got bit on the knee in there.
Just as a warning to everything, I do not want to be thrown
Jackie got bit in the knee.
or touched.
Nice little memento.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your biggest moment in this house?
My biggest one was when I saw the floating head. That was crazy. The same night that guy got thrown downstairs. They had a camera set right here, facing the staircase. It was pretty dark. People were all around the house. I was coming out of the kitchen, going into, that was the dining room at that time. And I looked this way and I saw a floating head. It was like a bubble, a child's bubble, a clear bubble. Came by, stopped right midair, turned and looked at me, and it was Mr. Pierce's face. And I got on the walkie-talkie. I said, "You guys get down here right now." And two guys came down. I said, it just shot into that wall right there and went in the parlor. And I said, "Get in there, get in there." They go in there, and as they're in there, he comes back out, turns and looks at me again, and this time like it's pulsating, like, and it shot off over here into that wall. That's a nice chest.
Okay, I saw the hinges and I was like,
That's a
wait,
nice
what's
chest,
that?
yeah. That was the craziest thing I think I've seen in this house. Besides apparitions and stuff. Sometimes you hear, take a picture, and I'll take a picture, and I've got so many pictures of ghosts because they tell me to take a picture. It's crazy. Just take lots of pictures tonight.
We will.
We will.
Yeah.